This is the Roulette Master, and today I'm going to share with you an unbelievable new roulette system called Blackjack Roulette from one of my subscribers, Nick. He said he has been winning every single day in the casino this week, and he wants you to win with this as well, and I can't wait to share it with you. Today we're going to test his incredible new roulette system up against one of the absolute best. We're going to test it against 3 Wishes by Todd Hoover. This should be an epic matchup. I can't wait to share both of these with you and see which one makes the most money in 15 minutes. Let's jump right in and get started with 3 Wishes first, and we start with betting on the first 12 and second 12, the last 2 to hit. You can see we have a 0 balance. Let's go ahead and spin with 3 Wishes by Todd Hoover, and then we'll get to the incredible new Blackjack Roulette, and that's an 8 black, and we won. So when you win, you take half of what you won, which would be 5, and you put it on the dozen that hit last, and then you put $1 on either all the black numbers or all the red numbers in that dozen. So let's go ahead and start by doing that, and we also put $1 on 000. So let's go ahead and spend. We have a $12 bet, and this is wish number 1 of 3 wishes. And this is a genius roulette system because when things go bad, we limit the losses, and I'll share with you how that works as we go through. But that's a great start, and we are currently up $49 already, and that was quick. So let's go ahead and we'll put $10 out there again, betting on the last 2 to hit, which would be first and second dozen, and let's go ahead and spin again. And here we go with 3 Wishes by Todd Hoover. And again, can't wait for Blackjack Roulette coming up. This is going to be an exciting matchup. We lost that one, so when you lose, you just go up a unit. We're going to go for the last 2 that hit, third 12 and first 12. And actually, I'm sorry, Todd doesn't do that. He goes to columns if they're separated like that. So let's put the 20 and 20. We're still going up a unit, but the 31 and the 8, let's see, are in the first and second column. So we'll go to 20 and 20 there and spin, and here we go. Let's see what we get on this one. Okay, that's a 4 black, and we won. So we take half of that, and we put on the dozen that hits last, so we won 20. So we put 10 on first 12, and then we put $1 on either black or red. Let's go ahead and put it on red this time, and we put it on every red number in that dozen, and then we put $1 on the 000. That's a $17 total bet, and let's go ahead and spin. This is wish number 1 of 3 wishes, and that's a 4 black. And that's one of those wins where you don't hit a jackpot, but it's still a nice win. And if that happens, you always go back to what you were at before. But we were at base. We weren't at base level. We were at 20 and 20. So we go back to 20 and 20. So we'll be on. Well, first 12 and third 12 are separated. So the 4 and the 31 are in first and second column, so we'll go back to 20 and 20. So if you get a win and it's not one of the ones that you bet on with the numbers, you just go back to where we were, which again is 20 and 20, and let's go ahead and spin. All right, here we go. That's a 10 black, and we won. So we take half of that, and we put it on the dozen that hit last, first 12, and then again we put $1 on every number, either red or black. We'll go red, and then let's put $1 on the 000. That's a $17 total bet, and this is wish number 1 of 3 wishes. And we're going to limit, these wishes are going to limit the amount we can lose with low coverage, and then we'll go back to high coverage, and I'll show you how that works. We're ready for wish number 2 now, and now we're going to go from 10 to 20 on the dozen. And then we're going to go from 1 to 2 on all these other on the 000. We don't change the other ones. So let's go ahead and spin, and here we go. That's a $28 bet on wish number 2. So we just changed the 000. We went from 1 to 2, and then we went from 10 to 20 on the dozen bet. And now we're going to wish number 3. So now we're going to go, and we're going to add $1 to the 000, and then we're going to add $10 more to the first 12, so it goes 10, 20, 30. And the secret to this system is once the 3 wishes, if we lose all 3, we're not going to keep going with this low coverage. So I'll show you what happens if we do lose all 3 right here. But we got the win, but I'll share it with you here in a second. So that's a nice $87 win. We got it on the third wish. Now we're up $124. Don't worry, we'll get to that here in a second. And so now we go back to base level of 10 and 10. And because we hit a jackpot, anytime you do that, you go back to 10 and 10. And it looks like we'll be on first and second 12. Let's go ahead and spin. with 3 Wishes by Todd Hoover, and here we go. That's a 9 red. That's a win. We take half of what we won, which is 5, and we put it on the dozen that hit last, and then we put $1 on all the red or all the black numbers. Let's go red. And then we put $1 on the 000. This will be wish number 1 of 3 wishes. So if we lose all 3 wishes, we go back to level 1, and we'll see if that happens here. And when we go back to level 1, we change the bet. And that way we go back to high coverage, and so we don't stay on low coverage, until we lose our bankroll. That's the genius of this. So we lost that one, so we increased from $1 to $2 on the 000, and then we increased from 5 to 10 on the first 12. So that's an $18 total bet. Let's go ahead and spin, and that's a 35 black, and we lost. So we go to wish number 3, but this is our last wish. So that's the genius of this. So we go to 15 now on the first 12, and then we go up another $1 on the 000. And this is our 3rd wish. If we lose all 3 of these, we do not keep going with low coverage, which would be 14 numbers, and you're going to see that right now. So we lost all 3 wishes. So what we're going to do is we were at 10 and 10. When we started, we're going back to level 1 now, but we go to 20 and 20. We go up a unit. So you can see we're still up $80, and we go back to, now we go to 20 and 20 instead of 10 and 10. So we'll be on second 12 and third 12, and we don't continue on with the low coverage of 14 numbers. We go back to 24 numbers. And that's the secret, is that we're not going to just keep going with low coverage until we lose our bankroll. But we benefit from the wins in the low coverage when we win on the wishes. And we won that one. And you see on that last one, we won $20. So we take half of that, which is 10, and we put it on second 12, which hit last. So now we'll bet. Todd always bets on black when he's in the second 12 because he likes the 17 and the 20. And then we're going to go ahead and put a $1 on 000. And actually, now that we have 20, all these are going to start with $2 on them instead of 1. So now that we've gone from 10 to 20, these will have 2 on them instead of 1. And then if it's 30, it'd be 3. If it's 40, it'd be 4, and so on. So this is wish number 1 of 3 wishes right here. And here we go. That's a 3 red. Okay, we lost wish number 1. So the second 12 will go from 10 to 20. And then we'll add $1 to just the 000, not the other numbers. They stay the same during the wishes. So this is wish number 2 right here, $35 total bet. And here we go. And that's a loss, 31 black. Okay, we go to wish number 3, which will be $30. It goes 10, 20, 30. And then on the 000, it'll go up another $1. And this is wish number 3. So guess what? If we lose this, we start over again. And instead of being at 20 and 20, we'll be at 30 and 30. Okay, and we lost all 3 wishes. So we don't continue on with the 14 numbers. We actually go back to the start again, and we go back to 30 and 30. So we'll be on third 12, and first 12 and third 12 are separated, so we'll go to columns. 26 and 31 are in the first and second. So we'll put 30 and 30 right there, and let's go ahead and spin. All right, here we go. Okay, that's a 34 red, and that's a win. So we'll take half of what we won, which is $15, and we'll put it on the dozen that hit last. And then we'll put $2. Since it's over 10, we put $2 on all these other numbers here. Let's pick red before we do wish number 1 here. And then we'll also put $2 on the 000. So if it's in between 10 and 20, you round up to the 2. If it's 25, it'd be 3. If it's 20, it'd be 2, and that's where these start at. So let's check that again. You can see they have 2 on each, so that's perfect. We're at $15. So this one will go 15, 30, 45 if we lose all 3 wishes. So let's go ahead and spin. This is wish number 1 of 3 wishes. And that's a 35 black. Okay, we won, but we did not hit the right color. So that means we restart and we go back to where we were before at 30 and 30. Okay, so we're up $41. And we're going to go back to 30 and 30. So it looks like the last two to hit now are, it's still in the dozens, it's still first and third. Those are separated. So we're going to go 34, 35. That's first and second column. And we go back to 30 and 30. So if you win and it's not a jackpot, you go back to level 1 at the same level. If you win a jackpot, you restart. So let's go ahead and spin again here at 30 and 30. And here we go. Okay, that's a 24 black. And we lost. So if you lose at 30, you just go up to 40. So now we're going to have 40, and we can do second and third 12 now. They're together. Okay, so now we'll be at 40 and 40. We just go up 1 unit in level 1 if we lose. And here we go. That's a 25 red. Okay, we won. So we take half of that 40 that we won, which is $20. And we'll put it on third 12. And then since there's... let's see. So that'd be $20. So that means we'd have $2 on each of these. Let's go red. And then we'll put $2 on 000. And this is number 1 of 3 wishes. So let's get a win right here. All right, here we go. Okay, that's a 4 black. We lost. So we go to wish number 2. And we go from, I believe we have 20 on there. So we go from 20 to 40. And then the next one would be 60. And then that means we're going to go up another $1, actually $2 to the $4 on the 000 because we're at 40. So let's go ahead and spend. This is wish number 2 of 3 wishes. We only do 3. Okay, that's another loss, 23 red. Okay, so let's go to wish number 3. Okay, so we'll go to $60 now, which will put $6 on the 000. And this is wish number 3 right here. Let's see if we can get a win. If we don't, we'll have to increase again. And we lost again, but that's okay. We can be patient. We have bankroll, which we'll talk about here in a second. And here we go. So we started that one. You can see we did 20, 40, 60. So what you do when you lose, you double. So we were at 20, 40, 60. So we go from 20 to 30, and then we double to 60. So that means we have 60 each now on these next 2 bets. Okay, so let's see here. So we'll be at first 12, second 12 now for 60 each. So you go up a unit and then you double. And the reason for that's because when we go to the wishes, we cut the bet in half. So we go up a unit and then double to find out that we're at 60 each. So we go 20 to 30 and then 30 to 60. So let's go ahead and bet now. We have a $60 bet on first and second 12, and we're going to be patient until we hit a jackpot. Okay, so that's a 1 red. That's a win. We take half of that 60, which is 30, and we'll put that on, let's see what hit last, which is first 12. Okay, so that'll put $3 on all these numbers over here. Let's go ahead and let's go black this time. We'll go 3 on black. And then 3 on 000. Okay, so you can see we're starting at $30. So if we lose this one, we'll go 30, 60, 90 on the 3 wishes. So let's go ahead and spend. This is a $51 total bet, wish number 1. And that's a 6 black. And we finally got our jackpot. That's $147. Now we're back up 60 and we can reset. So let's go ahead now and we'll be on first and second 12 now. And spin, we're back to level 1. So you just have to be patient. This is a $2,000 bankroll system with $10 units. And if you want to play for less than that, you can just cut the bankroll in half. And that's a $10 win right there. So we take half of what we won. We put it on first 12. And then we put $1 on either red or black on every number in that dozen. And then $1 on the 000. We're back to wish number 1 right here. And here we go. That's a 22 black. We lost, so we go to wish number 2. So we'll go to from 5 to 10, but we're not doubling. We just go up 5, 10, 15, and then we'll go up $1 on the 000. This is wish number 2 of 3 wishes. And we lost again. That's a 17 black. So we go to wish number 3, which would be $15, and then we add another $1 to the 000 and spend. This is wish number 3. If we lose all these, then we go up a unit and double. And that's a 33 black. So we were at 5. So we take it from 5 to 10, and then we double to 20. So now we put 20 on the second 12 and third 12, the last two to hit. And again, the reason that we go up a unit before we double is because when we go from level 1 to level 2, we take half of what we won, not the whole thing. So we have to increase it and then double it to get the new starting amount. So now we'll take half of what we won, which is 10, and we'll put it on the dozen that hit last. And then we'll be on, let's go ahead and let's go red on the dollar bets. And then we'll put a dollar on the 0 double 0. $17 total bet. And this is wish number 1 of 3 wishes. All right, here we go. That's a 15 black, and that's a loss. Okay, and that's a $17 loss there. So we'll go from 10 to 20, and then we'll add a dollar to the 0 double 0 and spend. This is wish number 2 of 3 wishes. But again, the secret to this is that you can only lose 3, so you can't bankrupt yourself, and that's a nice $32 win there. So let's see what we did there, but that was not a jackpot. So guess what that means? That means that we go back to where we were before, which was 20 and 20. So if you get a win and it's not a jackpot, then you go back to level 1 and you go to 20 and 20. So because that's where we were before. So we'll be on second and third, and we're up $51. Let's go ahead and spin, and here we go. That's a win, 29 black. Okay, so we take half of what we won. We put it on the dozen that just hit. And let's go ahead and go red this time. And again, the only one that Todd says he always goes black on is second 12. Okay, so this is wish number 1 of 3 wishes, $17 total bet. And that's a 6 black. Okay, that's a loss. So we go from, let's see, we go from 10 to 20. It'll go 10, 20, 30. We'll add a dollar to the 0 double 0. This is wish number 2. And that's a 33 black. Okay, we won again, but we did not hit a jackpot. So we go back to where we were before. So we're going to end this one not hitting a jackpot. So it's going to only be $86 in profit. But it would be much higher than that if we ended on a jackpot. But the time is up. So let's go ahead and go to the new system of the day now. Let me know what you think of 3 wishes. As always, this one takes a lot of patience because you do need to hit the jackpot when you're playing before you cash out. But the secret to this system is that, you know, if you're only using 14 numbers, which is the dozen plus the 0 double 0, you can only lose 3 times before you go back to high coverage, which is 24. So keep that in mind, and I think it's a really smart way to play if you're going to use a system that uses low coverage. Don't do it all the time. Have a way to go back to high coverage. And don't ride out the low coverage until you lose your bankroll. So thank you to Todd Hoover for this one, as always. And now it's time for the incredible new Blackjack Roulette. Let's jump right in and get started. Here we go. All right, the time is finally here for the incredible new Blackjack Roulette. Let's place the bets, and I'll share with you the progression. It's not what you're probably used to, and that's okay. It's going to be should be an awesome winning session. Let's find out if it is or if it isn't, and this should be a lot of fun. So we're going to start with 7 streets, and that is 21 numbers. That's why it's called Blackjack. We have a 0 balance. Let's go ahead and spin, and here we go. It's a $35 total bet to start, and here we go. That's a 30 red. Okay, we lost that. When we lose, we're going to go. We're going to double and then add a unit. So let's go ahead and do that first here. So we're going to double, and then we're going to add a unit to each one of these. Okay, now we're at 105 total bet, and let's go ahead and spin. Okay, that's a 13 black, and that's a nice $75 win. We're up $40 already. Let's go back to where we started with 5 times 7 is 35, so that's what the starting bet should be, and here we go. There we go. We're back to base level, and let's go ahead and spin. All right. So the good thing about 21 numbers is it gives you to where you have more numbers covered than the casino. When you play even money bets, the casino has the 000. So they actually have an edge over you. They have at least more numbers covered than you do. And with this way, you have more numbers covered. So you can see we got a win there. That was a $25 win. And we're just going to rebet and spin. And here we go with Blackjack Roulette. That's an 18 red. That's a $25 win. We're up $90 already. Okay, I like where this is going so far, but let's see if this continues for the full 15 minutes. And that's a 20 black. Okay, that's a $25 win. We're up $115. Let's put those back out again. You can move them around if you want to. Let's move them over here. Doesn't matter where you put them. The key is the progression. And let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. That's a 17 black. That's a nice win. We're up $140 now. Let's rebet and spin again here. And here we go. That's a 31 black. And we lost, so we're going to double and add a unit. So let's double, and then we'll add a unit to each one. And the other really cool thing about this is you can play this with automated roulette because it's under the 25 numbers that usually it limits you to. Let's go ahead and spin again here. So that's a really cool. Obviously, you can always do the what I was telling you guys the other day and play with a partner and have more than that. But there's another nice $75 win. We're up $180 already. And let's go ahead and bring it back to 35 where we started. And spin. And here we go. And if you want to do this with dollar units, you can do that as well. That would just be $7. Okay, we just missed that one. So we're going to double and add a unit. So let's double and then let's add a unit. Okay, and then let's go ahead and spin. So that would only be a $7 starting bet. So you would double from 7 to 14 and then add a unit to each one of those. We just lost again there. So zeros never are good unless you're betting on them, right? So let's double again and then we'll add a unit. Okay, we're at $245 now. This is a $2,000 bankroll system. And here we go. And you got to be kidding me. Okay, it's going to be tough on us, guys. So we're going to double and add a unit again here. Let's go ahead and do that. Now we're going to be at 75 on each. And it's never good when you get back-to-back zeros unless you're betting on them. That's for sure. Let's see what we get here. And that's a 2 black. And I think we just lost again. Man, that's rough. Okay, we're at minus 730 out of a $2,000 bankroll. And we need to get a win here. Boy, that's rough. This is our last chance already with Blackjack Roulette. That happened pretty quickly with those back-to-back zeros there. That's a 16 red. And that is a $775 win. We're up 45. So I can already tell you that even though that was pretty bad luck, I would play with dollars, and we could reduce the bankroll a little bit, but that was a little too much early on right there. So let's go ahead and we'll go a little bit farther with the fives, but I want to share with you guys this with dollar bets as well, because I think that you're better off with this system if you start with smaller bets, and I think the doubling and adding a unit just gets a little bit too risky here, but I think there's definitely something here that I like. But I think we need to start smaller with the bets or have a larger bankroll. So that's a 21 red. Either way, when you're trying to make that decision, it could go either way. You either need a smaller starting bet or you need a larger bankroll. Okay, we're up 85. Let's drop back to 35 where we started and spin. And here we go. So I'll do a low roller version of this during this 15 minutes because I think that's an adjustment that probably needs made. And let's go ahead and double and add a unit. Let's try to get a few more wins here first at the level that he sent it in at. And here we go. Okay, that's a 4 black. Okay, that's a $75 win. We're up 125. Let's go ahead and switch it over to dollar units, because I think that's a little too risky going with $35 bets and then doubling and adding a unit. So let's go with seven streets there with $1 each and spin. And here we go. And we can use a smaller bankroll for this one, but I think you still need at least $1,000 bankroll instead of $2,000. And that's a $5 win if you do it that way. Let's just rebet and spin. But I like this with the $1,000 bankroll and dollar bets a lot better than the $5 bet with $2,000. I think that's a little too risky. So I'm going to go ahead and make this adjustment. I'm going to keep his strategy the same. We're just going to reduce that starting bet. So let's go ahead and double. And then we're going to add a unit to all these. But this time that extra unit's just $1. Okay, that's 21. And here we go. Let's go ahead and spin. That's a 14 red. And that's a win. So we're up $138. Let's go back to 7 where we started. And I don't usually make adjustments like that during someone's system, but I noticed pretty quickly, I think that that's too high. So I'm not going to change his system, but I did change the amount that he starts with, because it was pretty evident to me. And I want you guys to see the best chance of this succeeding for you guys. So I went ahead and made that adjustment for you guys, because I think, again, but like I said before, if you could also raise the bankroll, but most people don't want to raise the bankroll over 2,000. So for most of the people that are watching this, it's better, I think, to reduce this. You can still play automated roulette with this $7 bet. If you have to play more than that, you would want to use it the way we started with the 5s. But I don't think 2,000 is enough for the $5 starting bets, which is a $35 starting bet. So that's just my opinion. But let's go ahead and double and add a unit again. But now you're seeing how when we lose starting at $7, it's so much easier to recover if you keep that bet small to start. And then when you hit back-to-back zeros, it's not such a big deal like it would be if you start the bets higher. So we lost again. Again, this is a good example right here. I'm not too worried since we're down to $1,000 bankroll and dollar bets. But if I was starting at $35 and had a bunch of losses in a row like this, I would start to probably get a little worried. So I think this is a good adjustment. And I think you're seeing it right here, because we would be in a lot of trouble right now if we started with $35 bets, because we've had, how many losses have we had in a row here? It looks like we've had 4 losses in a row. So let's go ahead and spin again at 217 total bet. And here we go. And see what I mean? That's a 2 black. We just continue to lose, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses in a row. So let's double that and add a unit. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that, and we'll see. So temporarily, we're at minus 256 out of $1,000 bankroll. Again, I switched that when we went to the dollars. We started with a $2,035 starting bet of 5 each, and there's our win at 315. We're back up 59. But you can also see with this system, if you lose a lot of them in a row, there's some setbacks, because now we're only up $59. So let's go back and start again. But that will also keep you from losing your bankroll, because those little setbacks usually make it safer, and I think it does in this case for sure. So let's go ahead and spin again here and see what we get. And that's a 5 red. Okay, we lost, so let's double and add a unit. So here we go. And there's no question, the way we started with 5 on each, you can make a lot more money quickly. But I like safety number 1. And let me know in the comments what you guys think. So let's go ahead and double, and then we'll add another unit. Okay, we're at 49 now. That's a 4 black. We lost again. So again, another reason to start with the bets low, because you're seeing even with 21 numbers covered, you can still have a bunch of losses in a row. So obviously it's better than 18. You have 3 more numbers, but that's a 20 black there, and that's a win. So we're up 57 right now. Let's go back to where we started at $7. You guys will have to tell me down in the comments if we had stayed with the $5 on each, would we have busted already? Let me know down in the comments. Do some math there. And that's a 36 red, and that's a loss. And you can see, again, we're getting lots of losses here. So still better than 18 numbers, though. 21 has 3 more numbers covered. So let's go ahead and spin again here after we doubled and added a unit. But I like this system with the smaller starting bet. Okay, that's a win there. We're up 65. And obviously now that we switched to dollar bets, we're not going to get huge profits as quick as we did before. And that's okay, because safety is number one. And obviously the way we started with those bets, we could make a ton of money quick. But you guys want to, I'm sure you guys want to play a system where you can sit and play for a while and not be as concerned about losing your bankroll. And that, again, that's the number one thing for me. That's why I made that adjustment. Even though I didn't adjust the system any, I did change the bankroll and the starting bet based on what I saw early on. We're up 75. And can't wait to see what you guys think about this blackjack roulette system. And that's a 1 red. We lost. And here we go. And again, the idea, and we'll double and add a unit here, is that normally when you play even money bets, you only have 18 numbers covered. And the casino has 18 plus the 000. So by adding 3 more, it gives you more numbers covered. Obviously, there's still the house edge there. But at least you have more numbers covered, and here we go. That's an 8 black. That's a $15 win. We're up 83. So you can see it's starting to build some profit here. And here we go. And you can move you can move these around wherever you want. The key is the progression, and obviously the size of the starting bet is huge. And the bankroll is very important. So again, I would use a $1,000 bankroll with this one with $7 starting bets. And I think the original way of putting 5 on each, which is a $35 starting bet, is a little too risky with 2,000. I think $1 bets with 1,000 is much safer. And we lost again. So let's double and add a unit. And I've seen people do this before with 18 numbers, not with 21, but I think it definitely will work. It's just, again, the most important thing is start low with your bets and have a good bankroll. And because you can see we just lost again there. And it's okay to move these things around. If you start thinking, that it's going to hit somewhere else, go for it. And we're at 105 total bet now, because the key is in the progression, not in where you put the bets. That's a 27 red, and that's a nice win. We're up $81 now, and remember, I know that's not a lot of profit, but remember, we're betting dollar bets now instead of $5 bets, and we reduced the bankroll as well. So let's go ahead and spin again here, and here we go. So you can move them around, you can keep them the same, but it's doubling and adding a unit with 21 numbers instead of 18. So we lost that one. Let's double and add a unit with blackjack roulette. And let's go ahead and spin. This is a $21 total bet here. All right, that's a 15 black. Okay, we're up $89. And this is a good one for those guys that like to play the automated. And I'm starting to see more and more people playing the automated. It's good too, because they usually have $3 starting bets and $5,000 max bets, which is really cool. And let's see, we're up $94 now. And actually, the time is up. So Blackjack Roulette made $94 profit in 15 minutes, but that we did switch to dollar bets. So keep that in mind, and change the bankroll from 2,000 to 1,000. And originally we started with $5 bets, which was $35 and a 2,000. And I came to the conclusion pretty early that that was a little too risky. So we lowered the bets so that this could be something that you guys can really use in the casino to start winning money. And the smaller bets like this are definitely going to give you a better chance. If you're playing with a live dealer, go ahead and start with higher bets if you're going to use this, but increase your bankroll. I would anyway. And let me know what you guys think down in the comments as usual, and that would be fantastic. Remember to send your systems in to roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. That's roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. We do this every single day of the week, 365 days of the year, in the search for the best roulette system possible each and every day. And if you're enjoying that search with me, please like, share, and subscribe. And let's keep growing this community of people that love roulette. This is the Roulette Master, and have a great day, everybody.